This is the I Wait Project. And hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Michelle. And this month, I'm looking at how we wait, how we journey through those seasons or those periods of waiting in our lives, and especially those longer periods of waiting when we are anticipating and expecting something that we really need, really want, or which has been promised to us. So we'll be journeying through Psalm 27, where we have a glimpse into the life of David, and we get to read about his own perspective of life and also the seasons of waiting that he had to go through. So let's start off with verse number 1 of Psalm 27, which reads this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" So I could just see David early in the morning with a cup of tea or with his instrument, and he is just making these affirmations, these declarations, and having his own reflection. And he starts off with two statements and two questions. The first statement: "The Lord is my light and my salvation." So David is telling us that in his life, the presence of the Lord is his light and salvation. Light, what does that convey? Illumination, clearness, and also morning light or dawn. So he's letting us know that the presence of the Lord in his life is like light, guiding him through his journey and also illuminating any darkness that he may encounter. And because it signifies the morning light or the dawn, that signals a new day, new opportunity, new chances. With the presence of the Lord in his life, he always has an opportunity to start again, to do again, to go again. Now, when we look at the word salvation, it conveys the meaning of deliverance or rescue or safety. So not only does the presence of the Lord in his life act like a light to guide him and illuminate any darkness he may experience, but it also is a deliverance and rescue for him. So anything he faces, any challenge he may get into, the Lord will deliver him. Whether it's a challenge that someone else has brought on or his own behavior has brought on, with God, he will find a way through and he will have victory. So based on this truth that the Lord is his light and his salvation, here's a question David asks himself: whom shall I fear? Right? Who do I have to fear? Who do I have to dread if God is with me as my light and my rescuer and my deliverer? So we go on to the second statement that David makes. And he says, "The Lord is the strength of my life." And that word strength conveys the meaning of a place of safety, protection, or a harbor. And a harbor is a place on the coast where vessels, ships may find shelter, and they're protected from like rough seas or from other types of structures that are maybe in the ocean. So a harbor is a place of safety. And this is what the word that David uses to describe who God is to him. The Lord is his protection and his place of safety for his life. So as he journeys through, he knows that once he's with God and God is with him, he is protected, that he is safe, and that he will be able to withstand any of the elements because God is his harbor or his, a stronghold, a place of fortified protection. Based on this second statement, now here comes the second question: of whom shall I be afraid? Who do I have to dread? Who do I have to be startled by? Who do I have to be shaken by? There's nobody, because God is in my life. Now, as we look at what David has recorded for us, this is so important because it shows us a strategy that will help us in our own seasons of waiting as we journey through life. Because whatever comes your way, even a period of waiting, which you will experience, it is just that, a period of waiting. It is not your entire life. Your life is not to be characterized just by periods of waiting. There is more that is happening. There is more that you're walking through. And David establishes this at the beginning, this mindset about his life. And he says the Lord is with him. The Lord is his strength, his light. And so he doesn't have to fear anything. And at times, as we are in periods of waiting, we can become afraid of different things. So take this strategy for your own life. Right now, Even if you're not waiting for something, establish how you see yourself, how you understand your life and your relationship with God, so that when you are in a period of waiting or an extended or prolonged period of waiting, you already have the strategy to retain your joy. God is with you. He's guiding you as light. He's protecting you. He's delivering you, and He is your safe place of protection. There is nothing that will come up against you that He cannot help you to walk through victoriously. Now is the time to decide how you're going to view your life and view your journey through life, so that even in moments of chaos or uncertainty or waiting, you have already decided that you're not going to let it get the best of you. You're going to walk through with joy and peace, because the Lord is your light and He is your deliverer.